Hey everybody, um, this is my informative speech. I'm going to inform you of a company called Patagonia and some of its clothing. First I want to start out with a story. A few years ago I jumped off of a 15-foot cliff while skiing on a good powder day up at Targhee. And I went off the cliff, I went into the snow, and I lost both my skis, and I proceeded to tomahawk all the way down the mountain. Not a very fun experience, I can tell you that right now. I had to hike back up, had to find all my gear, had to try and locate my skis for about 2 hours, I think, about how much I spent looking for it. And if you've ever worked really hard in the powder and had to walk around, you really work up quite a sweat. While I was out there, it started to snow really hard too, and it was just miserable. It was really a heavy snow too, so if any of you know what that's like, then it can almost make you more wet than even rain. So luckily I had my Patagonia coat and pants on. That allowed me to my sweat to get out, and then as well as my to get protection from the elements outside. So as an avid hiker, skier, fly fisherman, climber, I've found Patagonia and found it to be the best gear that you can buy for your outdoor experiences. And how selfish would it be of me to not let you in on the Patagonia secret if you're not already in. So today I'm going to talk about kind of three main topics. One, the materials in which Patagonia uses. They use Gore-Tex and Primaloft in the making of some of their nice equipment. Two, I'm going to talk about how Patagonia supports the environment and supports many groups that are pro-environment and pro making the world a better place. And three, how Patagonia takes care of their customers using their return policies and their ironclad equipment guarantee. So let me just tell you why Patagonia is the 800-pound gorilla in the outdoor sports industry. So let me just give you a little background on what sports Patagonia is in. Patagonia is in skiing, snowboarding, climbing, mountaineering, like if you're climbing to the top of a mountain, like Mount Everest, they're in that stuff. Trail running and surfing. So these are all events and things that Patagonia supports and activities they support. I'm going to talk about Gore-Tex and why Gore-Tex is so good. Gore-Tex isn't, Patagonia doesn't own Gore-Tex, it's just a product that has licensed itself out to many manufacturers. Patagonia is one of them. It's a membrane that allows, it's breathable, yet it's waterproof. So that means that when you're sweating, it allows the moisture out of your body, but at the same time it protects you from outside. And so Gore-Tex has been around a long time. Military's used it, and just high quality product. And then there's Primaloft. Now what Primaloft is it's an alternate to down. A lot of people have down comforters or down jackets, but the problem with down is you have to treat it a certain way or else you can ruin it. You can't wash it unless you have special down cleaner, and that's kind of a problem for a lot of people because it just gets a lot more expensive. Now Primaloft is super compressible. I have a full-on jacket that you can actually compress down to this big, that big, and you can actually fit it in your backpack. So, and it's super warm too. Actually, when Primaloft gets wet, it actually heats up. So I can't think of any better product than that. Patagonia is involved in many environmental groups. Just to name a couple of them, they're involved in Vote for the Environment. It's a group where they're just trying to save the environment. It's kind of hippie, but a lot of people like that. They're involved in the Common Threads Initiative and then the Common Waters Initiative. Now you can look at those on their website if you choose to so be inclined to go do that. But I'm going to talk about the Common Threads Initiative because I think that that's a pretty good one. Their motto with the Common Threads Initiative is to reduce, repair, reuse, recycle, and reimagine. Now, I'm going to go through each of those real quick. Reduce means if you don't need it, don't buy it. Pretty simple. Patagonia says, hey, we make a really good product. It lasts for years. If you don't need additional items, don't buy it. We're trying to reduce how many, just how the impact that we have on the environment. 2, repair. If for some reason you have a tear on your jacket or anything, they'll repair it for you, or they'll help you repair it. Reuse, if it's pretty basic. Use your stuff till it wears out, and if not, sell it, give it away to charity. Recycle, they have a recycling program. If you need to send in something, they'll recycle it for you, and they'll actually use the recycled clothing in the making of their new clothing. And then reimagine. Patagonia wishes that everyone could reimagine a world where we take only what nature can replace. Word for word, I had to read that real quick. I'm sorry. And third, Patagonia's return policy, ironclad guarantee. I've used it numerous times. I broke a zipper on one of my coats. Basically, I took it into the store and said, hey, I broke my zipper on my coat. And she looked at me right in the eye and said, okay, no problem, we'll take care of you. Where would you like us to send your new coat? And I'm like, oh, and I gave her my address, and then I went in to explain why I broke it and how I broke it, and she said, yeah, don't worry about it, we'll get you taken care of. So they didn't want any excuses. They just wanted to know where they could send me a brand new product, and that's the ironclad guarantee. If you're not satisfied, or if the clothing or gear doesn't quite meet your expectations, they will take care of you. They'll send you a brand new product, or send you a brand new product, or they'll give you your money back. Ironclad guarantee. So in conclusion, Patagonia makes dependable gear with good quality materials. They take care of the environment, they care about it, and most importantly, they care about you as a customer. So I hope you found this informative, and thank you for listening.